Hey, thanks for checking out the video. This is the race recap for the NORCS Team Tortoise Off-Road Series, race number 2. That took place at MotoWest just outside of Bremerton, Washington. So this was number 2 in the series. It's been a few months now since the first race, which was in Horn Rapids. And this is a much different race than Horn Rapids was. Horn Rapids, very wide, very sandy, desert race, and this one at MotoWest was a woods race. Very tight, not really technical, but very narrow. Pretty much they just cut a path through brush, and that's where you went. Some of it hadn't even been ridden on ever, so it was really make your own path and hope for the best. It was a fun event, raced in the Vet C class, and didn't get as good of a finish as I was hoping for. Came in 16th out of 38 riders, so not horrible, but nowhere near what I was hoping for, especially when I got a really good start. Going into the actual trail section, I came in at about 5th out of the 38 riders, so I was put myself in a really good position, and I was doing pretty well. Any little mistake you make, you're going to pay for it. And it was a good reminder for me because it's been a while since I raced in that kind of environment. I'm used to the desert stuff. So racing tight woods, really big eye-opener. But it was a lot of fun. You had to make your passes count because you would be fighting for 5 to 10 minutes to get around someone, and you might get a couple passes in that time frame. You go down for 20 seconds, just a little bobble, and 3 guys get around you at least. And then it's another big fight to try to get around those guys. So the biggest thing with that race was consistency. If you could be consistent and fast and pass, you put yourself in a really good position. I just had a couple little mistakes. One time I actually went down, just watched the front end out in a really soft section, and like 7 guys got around me. The time it took to get up, get the bike up, and go again. And the bike never died. So you can see, little mistakes like that really did cost me. Another time too, where they cut through the brush, I wound up getting a stick stuck in my swing arm, between the swing arm and the little mud flap, and that stick, it was really thick, it actually kept locking up my rear tire. So I had to have a lot of extra throttle just to power through it. Try to go around a corner though, let off the throttle, and it was like my brake would lock up on me. So I had to pull off, take a little bit of time to get that stick out. 45 seconds, I think I clocked it out from my GoPro footage that it took to take it out of there, and I'm sure I lost at least 10 spots. Not all 10 spots to guys in my class, but at least 10 guys got around me, and just puts you that much further back and that much harder you have to do to just get around these guys. So there were 2 wood sections. There was actually one section where it was leading up to the moto track shortly after the start, after you did a couple little pavement crossing areas, and that was pretty fun. There was a little bit of very tight, twisty, uphill, downhill stuff that was not really technical, but there was some slower pace to it. It didn't have a super good flow, so you had to kind of stand your toes and work a little bit. But then as you got closer to the moto track, it started to flow a little better and it got a little wider. So it was nicer that you could actually make some passes. Used that a lot as soon as I could get on there. Typically I would try to push as hard as I could to get away. And then the brand new stuff they had right after the moto track, the second time you hit it, that was really bad for me. I had a really tough time through there. some guys it seemed like they were really fast in there. I just couldn't find the flow. It's really uncomfortable, not sure why. But it was a good event, got to see a lot of people. Thanks for coming by, saying hi. My brother made it out. It's always fun to race with family. He lives over in that area, so that was a good time. And wife rode. She did great, especially for being in that kind of environment. She almost never rides single track, especially really tight wooded single track. So it was cool to see her out there, and she had a lot of fun. Everyone I talked to said it was a challenging course, but it was a good course, a lot of fun. So thanks for checking out the videos. You guys seem to really be liking them. If you have any comments, if you guys were at the race, let me know below how you did in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.